What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing? It is your boy Mike Mills back with another video. I know I'm very inconsistent. I think I posted a video last week. I'm not even positive, but I'm pretty sure I have. But here to give you like another kind of an update and more of like what's the plan as of right now. I know a lot of y'all, if y'all been watching my shorts or my TikTok or my Instagram, well, not really Instagram, but you watching my shorts or my TikTok, y'all know I was trying to get another job, right? Let's go on and talk about that real quick for a little bit. I did apply with Noah. This was about 2 weeks ago. I put my application in, my friend put a recommendation for me. I was told I was qualified, got past all that stuff, and then I did a pre-screening interview. Did that. I don't know how it went, but I'm pretty sure it did well. The guy that I was talking to, he was like, "You're pretty much you're an ideal candidate." So he's gonna do whatever he's gonna do, and then I figured I'd hear back from it in a couple weeks. I guess I'm not really positive, but I'm not too worried about that. The plan is to, if I get that job, cool. Then we'll do what we gotta do. But coming August 11th, I am checking back into the pool with my current job, MSC, and I'll take any ship. I don't really care, and then I'll sail up until, I'm gonna try to put my date for December, so August, September, October, November. I'm only gonna try to do 4 months because I do want to make the Christmas market in regarding, as y'all know, I bought some oils from Dubai, and me and my cousin are kind of going hard on this oil business, or I don't want to say business, but on this oils. I'm seeing if we can sell this and that. If it does well, cool. If it doesn't, I don't know. Then it was kind of, yeah, I'll take a loss, but it wasn't crazy loss. It's something I kind of wanted to do, so I'm going hard on that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be home by December so I can do that. And there's that. Like, there's, I don't want to say there's not much going on, but there's a lot going on, but not much at the same time. Like, there's a whole bunch of moving parts, but physically right this moment, I'm chilling. I'm just waiting to get on a ship. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I'm at a starting line and I know where the finish line is at. I'm just kind of waiting for them to, for the gun to go off. But yeah, with all that being said, I want to come on here and talk to you guys. Lately, I think y'all have noticed I've mainly been posting like shorts, or I've been pretty more frequent when it comes to shorts. If y'all follow my TikTok or my Instagram, I've been pretty more frequent with like posting videos in different platforms and mainly like short form content. I like doing it. I don't want to say I'm new to it, but it's more of like I'm just now getting in the groove of like posting like short form content regularly. I just didn't know how to do it before. And like I didn't, and it felt like because it's such a short form content, I was like, I'm all the information I would want to relay information as opposed to just being myself, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of got in a weird space in regarding to that. But now I feel like I got my groove. So like be expecting more like shorts, and if you're on my TikTok videos, you know what I'm saying? But expect more of that, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna post more of that when I do finally get back on the ship. As I said, the plan is I'm checking back into the pool on August 11th. Well, August 11th, I believe, is a Sunday. So August 12th, I'll be checking back into the pool. And if I get a ship, I'll leave and then I'll come back. And then if Noah happened to be hit me back up, then I'll go with them. I'll make the switch over. When I did talk to the guy, he did say, he was like, if we do give you a letter and you are already overseas or something like that, we'll hold that your hired letter, if that makes sense, because it's still the government, so it's not like a huge shift. When I talked to the guy that I did the pre-screening interview with, I don't know why I'm putting quotations, it was a pre-screening interview. But when I talked to the guy with the pre-screening interview, he said he was like, if we give you the letter saying you're hired, that's good. Like that'll hold. You can wait a whole year before you can come back and we'll give you the job, because that's kind of like long standing, because we obviously want you. And I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. So, but the thing is, if I do go on a ship with MSC, when I come back, I do plan on when I come back off of this ship, I do plan on going back to school to get my reefer electrician endorsement. So if I go to school for that, I'll be perfectly content with still leaving MSC right after they send me to school. I don't have any loyalty to a company, so if they do that, then I would still leave. And to touch up more on like what happens after I leave, if I do leave, let's say I do go to NOAA, and let's say I don't enjoy it. I'm like, I go over there, I do a tour or two, and then just let's say I do two full rotations, and I realize I don't like this, then I'll happily go back to MSC. Like I don't hate MSC in a sense that like, oh, it's such a shit job. It's just the job itself is fine. It's just the admin side of MSC that puts a bad taste in my mouth. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I don't mind being overseas. It's just when I'm ready to go home, I don't want to be like, oh, I might be overdue for like 2 weeks, or I might be overdue for a month. You know what I'm saying? I don't like having to think about that. Like I don't want to have to plan 2, 3, 4 months ahead of time to see if I can be home by a specific date. I want to know, hey, this is my date. This is the time you're getting off. You know what I'm saying? But with MSC for the past 10 years, it hasn't been like that. But apparently they're making changes, so maybe it's not like that anymore. I know they said they're trying to make it to within a week of your date, you can they'll have you off the ship, and maybe that's the case. I don't know, but I had, like I said, I've been with MSC for 10 years, and the admin side of the company is what kind of kills it. Being on the ship is whatever. Yeah, there's always, you may have an annoying supervisor here and there, you know what I'm saying? But that's easy to deal with. But like worrying about your pay being messed up when you get on a ship, worrying about like, oh yeah, there's a lot of minute stuff that isn't really minute. It's like a big deal. Like a couple ships ago, they were overpaying me, which I know that sounds great, right? But no, they want that money back. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna want that money back. So let's say, so not even let's say, so they were overpaying. They were giving me a different class of ship pay while I was on a tanker, right? The class of ship they were giving me was like the big boys, like the bigger ships, and I was clearly making more than everybody else, which it sounds great, you know what I'm saying? It sounds wonderful, but the side effect is when they finally was like, hey, we've been overpaying you, and I knew they were, and I told who I needed to tell very earlier on. I was like, hey, they're overpaying me, this is the case, blah blah blah. And it took them almost the entire tour for them to officially fix it. And then once they fixed it, they was like, hey, we need to get this money back that we overpaid you. And mind you, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. But the thing they were making me pay back was they were overpaying me in gross. You know what I'm saying? So let's say technically I was only supposed to take home 20, or let's say the gross pay was 2,600, or I'm just being whatever. Let's say the gross pay was 2,600. They was paying me like 2,400, you know what I'm saying? So they weren't really taking anything out. So I had to pay back like thousands of dollars. So let me explain this better. Let's say they overpay me, like my paycheck was $2,700, right? And let's say my paycheck was supposed to be $2,700, right? But because they were paying me the different ship pay, which was a higher rate, it came out to gross was $4,200, right? when they finally fixed it and adjusted, they was like, hey, you need to pay the money back. And it turned into, they were taking my net, like whatever, not my gross. They were taking money out of my net to pay back like all of the gross. So I ended up having paychecks that were like for 2 weeks, like $600, $700. You know what I'm saying? So essentially I felt like I was working for free, you know what I'm saying, on a ship overseas. But it happened my last few pay periods. But I was like, yeah, I'm not even trying to work no more. Like, I'm not getting paid for real, because you didn't really give me all the money that you quote unquote overpaid me, because you still taxed that, but you're taking everything that you taxed out of my net. And it didn't make any sense to me. But that was a lot of stuff. That's just one example, but that was a lot of stuff that was happening with MSC that I just was like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. You know what I'm saying? So really, honestly, other than that, like, my time with MSC wasn't bad. It's not, it hasn't been bad. Like, don't get me wrong, there have been bad years. I'm like, man, I hate it here. I hate the chief steward. I hate whatever, whatever. But then there's been times where like, yo, I've had crazy fun. You know what I'm saying? I've had crazy fun. It was a great crew. Like, the friends that I had on the ship was like solid. Like, I've had really good times and I've had really not good times. So overall, I'm not gonna rag on MSC. I wish they did have better organizational skills, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, like, the money's great. If you move up the way you're supposed to, the money's great. And like, I can't really say anything bad about that. Like, I made money. I made money. But I just want to try something else out. And if it doesn't work out, I'll gladly go right back. You know, it is what it is. If it doesn't work out where I'm going, I'll go back. Or I might try somewhere else. And if all of it fails, I can always go right back. So I'm not really worried about that. But other than that, another update, I haven't found a house. So that's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? I have not found a house. Everything is expensive. And so I'm pretty much just been trying to find, where we found one, tenant for my house that I had to repaint and all that stuff. We finally found a tenant for it. So that's good to go. The room at my other house, we haven't found someone to move in that room yet, which is fine. I have one, two, three, four. Yeah, four people in that house anyways. I'm making enough money there, but it would be nice to have that fifth person, you know, but it's fine. All in all, like, when I finally get back to a ship, like, right now I'm good with money, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I have no issues with money. Yes, I want to make more. Me not having a tenant in that specific house is kind of killing me a little bit. Not so much killing me, but it's like, all right, I was hoping to make an extra like $1,000 a month, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know? And yeah, like I said, I am sad that I wasn't able to find a house, but it's cool. Another update, I've been throwing money at crypto lately. I never really talk about like my other things that I have, but the goal is to have about, well, not really the goal. The initial goal is to have about 15 grand in stocks and 15 grand in crypto. Right now I have about 10, 11 grand in stocks and like a couple, like $3,000 in crypto. But the plan when I get to my next ship, on top of like saving a bunch of money, and also the initial plan is have 15 grand in stocks and 15 grand in crypto. Don't get me wrong, I can do that right now if I wanted to, but then I'll be dipping into like my house money, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to pool money, or when I get on a ship, I'm just gonna be throwing money at my stocks and my crypto. Like I said, my stocks, I don't have to do much. Probably a couple paychecks and I'll have the amount of money I need in my stocks. Or not so want to say need, the amount of money that I want to have in my stocks. And then probably a couple more paychecks to get the money that I need in my crypto. And from there, I'll just be adding an extra $600 a month to each. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be spending about $1,200 to buy crypto and stocks altogether, you know? And with that, it would be nice to have a nice little portfolio like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to think outside the box, because my main focus was always buying houses. But now I'm like, okay, I need to find, I don't want to say that, I hate the word diversify, but I needed to spread my money in different places. You know what I'm saying? So that's my plan when I do get on a ship. And that's something like very tangible. Like this, like stuff like that is very tangible for me. You know, I know I can do it. I know I can knock it both out. You know what I'm saying? So now probably the way I would do it is, I don't know if I want to focus really hard on one, then move to the other. I could easily, when I get on a ship, the first two paychecks, I throw it at stocks. You know what I'm saying? So that's $5,000. I really just need like a couple $1,000s to throw at the stocks to hit that 15 grand mark in stocks. You know what I'm saying? Before I can do just the $600 a month that I plan on putting in there every month. And then, like I said, crypto is gonna take some time to get me up to that. But once I hit the amount in regards to stocks, the amount in regards to crypto, I can up the amount so I can get more into crypto. And then, yeah, right now, I mean, technically, it's crypto. All crypto is like lower right now, because things is kind of the market's weird with crypto. But I'm just now learning about it. I've been talking to my cousin and a couple other people that I know that has crypto, and like I said, it's a learning curve for me. Like I threw money at like, it's like three different stocks. I'm not really gonna say what they are, but I threw money at like three different cryptocurrencies, and it's kind of one of those things. Obviously, it's a buy and hold, so I'm just gonna keep throwing money at it until I decide one day I'm like, hey, okay, it's time for me to stop throwing money at it, or I was like, I want to start selling some of these. You know what I'm saying? For whatever I'm gonna do, but yeah, that's a plan there. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling now, but that is the whole plan in regards to like life. You know, I know some of you wanted to update on like my job and what's going on, so here's that. And I hope everybody has a good day and a good night. If you haven't yet, please like this video, and if you like content like this, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to follow my other socials. But yeah, love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.